Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to discuss about the topic name called MySQL Revision 2. So under MySQL Revision 2, we have already discussed some of the topics like introduction, relational data model and popular relational database management system, accessing database in MySQL and creating tables in MySQL. All these topics we have already discussed in the previous sessions. And now we are going to discuss about how to insert the data into the table and how to make simple queries through select command. This only we are going to discuss today. And now we'll move on to the topic how to insert the null values. To insert the value null in a specified column, so we need to insert a null value in a particular column. We can type null without quotes and null will be inserted in that column. So for example, if you consider this statement, insert into EMPL, that is employee table, employee number, ename, job, MGR, hire date, sale, COMM and department number. So like that we have some of the column names or attributes. In that for MGR and commission alone we need to enter the null value. So how to assign the null value? If you consider here insert into all the field names we need to include within the parenthesis. After that values, and after values we need to open the parenthesis, and we need to enter the values for every field name. So if you go to fourth field name, that is fourth attribute, we need to enter the null value. So null here is entered as NULL without single quotes or double quotes. So remaining fields and all entered as it is. And then for if you come to commission part, here also we need to enter the null value. So here also it is assigned without single quotes only. Okay, so like this we can assign the null values to a specific column. So here if you see MGR and commission columns, null values have been inserted. Next is inserting dates. So how to insert the date? So by default dates are going to be entered in this format only. Within single quotes we need to enter 4 Ys and hyphen and followed by 2 and followed by hyphen and followed by 2 dates. This format only we need to follow in order to enter the date. So first 4 digits depicting the year and followed by hyphen, 2 digits of month followed by hyphen, 2 digits of day. So all this is going to be enclosed in a single quotes. Next one is making simple queries through select command. How to make use of select command in order to pull the information from the table or to retrieve the information from a table. So select what to select. Okay, so select which columns and all you need to select from the table. That names only you need to enter here. If you want to retrieve all the column names, you need to include the symbol name called asterisk, that is a star like one symbol is there. That symbol only you need to use for extracting or retrieving all the columns. From which table, that is table name we need to give. And conditions, specific conditions if we want to apply, we can use the where class in order to apply the condition. After that semicolon compulsorily you should give. If you forget to give the semicolon, it will produce the error. So select all the data. So how to select all the data from the table? The simplest form of select retrieves everything from a table. So just you need to specify asterisk symbol in the select list, that is what to select. So select, after what to select you need to give star, in the place of what to select you need to give star, and then from which table, the table name at the end semicolon. This is an example for selecting all the data from the table. Next is selecting particular rows alone. So to select particular rows we need to use the filtering condition through where class of the select statement. So we will see some of the examples here how to select a particular rows alone. We need to select all the pets with gender as male. So for that we need to apply the following query, that is select star from pet where that is all the pets. Okay, so all pets means we need to include that star asterisk symbol where gender is equal to m. So that is all gender, no, it should be equal to m. So after assigning you give the semicolon. Then next example is select all pets that were born on or after Jan 1, 2019. So after means greater than you need to use. So in where class we need to give birth greater than 2019 year, month, date, like that you need to give the format within single quotes and at the end semicolon. So here also all the pets only. So star we are using, select star from which table, pet. So next example is select all female dogs. So where condition species dog and okay gender is female. So like that we need to give at the end semicolon. Next is select all snakes or birds. So select star from pet where species snake or snakes are birds. So species either snake or bird. So in both the categories it will be included in a result. Next is select all male cats. So select star from pet where we can include parenthesis. This is optional only. This condition now can be included in parenthesis also. Without parenthesis also it will work. So within parenthesis species equal to cat within single quotes and gender equal to male. Okay, all male cats. That means both the condition need to be satisfied. Here we didn't have this like or operator in this case, so we need to include compulsorily and operator for two conditions. If more than two conditions are there means we need to compulsory include and operator. Next is selecting particular columns. So till now we have seen how to select particular rows. Now we are going to see about how to select particular columns. So we can select particular columns by specifying column names, that is attributes, in the select list of the select command. So after select command immediately you can give the column name or attribute name which you want to display in a output. So display names and birth dates of all the pets. So that means select, so there is no condition here. So select name and birth dates from pet. Okay, that is the table name at the end semicolon. Next example is display owners of pets born after December 2018. So here we have condition. So we need to go for where class. So select owner from which table, pet, and born after means we need to go for where class. So birth. So this is included under birth column. So birth greater than 2018 December 31. So like that we need to give at the end semicolon. So next is eliminating redundant data. That means duplicate data or repeated data. The data will be repeated many times. So that kind of data are going to be removed. So by default, data is selected from all the rows of the table, even if the data appearing in the results gets duplicated. So even the duplicate data is also getting displayed in a default way. The distinct keyword eliminates, that is removes all the duplicate rows from the results of a select statement. So we need to go for which keyword? Distinct keyword to eliminate redundant data. So how to apply or how to use this distinct keyword? Immediately after that select statement we need to use the distinct keyword. So display names of all pet owners, that is non-redundant, non-repeated owners names we need to display. So select distinct owner from pet. So next one is display distinct species of pets. So species alone we need to display here. So select distinct species. This also can be included in parentheses or without parentheses also we can mention like this, like a previous example. So select distinct species from pet at the end semicolon. Next is selecting from all the rows. So here for all the rows by default it will display all the rows only. So if we want we can give all, or else we can ignore that all. So if in place of keyword distinct, give keyword all, then the result retains the duplicate output rows. So duplicate output rows also, that is redundant data also will get displayed, or all the rows are going to be displayed. So it is just same as when you specify neither distinct nor all. Even if you are not specifying distinct or all also, it will be displaying all the values, that is all the rows going to be displayed here. In the selecting from all the rows. So select all city from suppliers. So from supplier table all the city names we need to display. The city name going to be repeated here. Even if 2 times or more times the city names are appearing, that city names will be displayed again. It will give the values of city column from every row of the table without considering the duplicate entries. That means repeated entries also we may get. Next is viewing structure of the table. So how to view the structure of the table? This already you have practiced many times in a lab. So if you want to know the structure of a table or schema, what is meant by structure? Other name is schema or design of the table. You can use the describe command or DESC command. So the syntax is describe or DESC followed by table name at the end semicolon. So describe followed by table name at the end semicolon. So DESC pet semicolon, both are correct only. So in both the cases we will see the structure of the table. Next is performing simple calculations. So if we want to perform simple calculations, we can just write the expression or a formula, because for calculations normally we'll have an expression or we'll use the formula. So that is going to be used next to the keyword select. So after select keyword, immediately we need to give the expression or a formula. So here current date, function name we are giving. So this function, that is CURDATE, will display the current system date. So like this we can use any expressions or formula immediately after the select keyword to perform the simple calculations. Next is using column aliases. What is meant by aliases? Alternative names, that is only aliases. So the columns that you select in a query can be given a different name. So already the column name will be assigned with one name in a table, okay, in a created table or in a base table. But in a view table, that is in output table, you want to view the column name in a different name, means we can go for this alias. For that we need to use the keyword called as. So column alias name for output purposes. So select, syntax is select which column we want to select, that column name, as the alias name we need to give, and which name we want to view in output table, no, so that name we need to give here, and from which table, and at the end semicolon. So example, select date and type. So date and type, two columns we are going to display here, but type we need to display in as a heading as event type. So type is going to be changed as event type when we are getting the output, that is view table, okay. So from event table at the end semicolon. So here type we changed as event type, that should be given within double quotes. So which name, alias name we are giving, no, that should be mentioned within double quotes after as keyword. Next is condition based on range. So already we have seen some of the conditions in where class. Here so how to apply the condition on a range values, that is upper limit and lower limit, like that two ranges if you have, no, in that case how to use which operator can be used. So here between operator is going to be used to define the range of values that the column values must fall into make the condition true. So the range includes both the lower value and the upper value. So lower limit and upper limit we will have in the range. So example, list the items whose QOH falls between 30 to 50. So items we need to display. So what items and all we are going to display here? Select I code, DESCP, and then QOH is going to be displayed. From items table, condition is QOH should be falls between 30 to 50. So here between they have mentioned already 30 to 50. So 30 and 50. So QH between 30 and 50 at the end semicolon. So here everywhere we need to give space after every keyword, that is the word where, after QH is the column name or attribute name, then between keyword, between operator, and then and operator we are having, in between that we are entering that number. So everywhere we need to give single space at the end semicolon. Next is condition based on a list. So here we have seen condition based on a range. For that we are using this between operator. But here in condition based on a list we will use in operator, and not in operator also we are going to use. To specify the list of values, in operator is going to be used. In operator selects the values that match any value in the given list of values. So when it is matching, so whatever values we want to match and we want to display, with the table, base table, if matching found means that values are going to be displayed in a in operator. But in not in operator, if the values doesn't match only, the remaining values will get displayed. If whatever values are not matching, that unmatched values are going to be displayed in case of the not in operator, that we will see in the next slide. So to display a list of members from Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai or Bangalore cities, select star from members where city in. So the city column name, all the details we need to display from the members table. Okay. So condition is city should be the members city, all the members city should be Delhi or Mumbai or Chennai or Bangalore. So city in. So whoever cities belongs to these four cities, in this list, whichever is matching, that is going to be displayed as a output table. Next is not in operator. It finds rows that do not match in the list. It will find out the rows and it will display the rows which is not matching in the list. So display a list of members not from Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai or Bangalore cities. So here not in is going to be used in the place of in. In the place of in, no, we are going to use this not in. So whose places and all is not matching or cities not matching with this list of values are going to be displayed here. Next is condition based on the pattern matches. So pattern matches means either a single character is going to be matched or a group of string, that is substring, is going to be matched. SQL also includes a string matching operator, that is like. Like is a string matching operator for comparisons on character strings using a patterns. So patterns are described using two special wildcard characters. Two special wildcard characters are going to be used for describing the patterns. So one is percentage, percent and then underscore. So percent character, it is used for matching any substring. This underscore is used to matches any character. So if you want to matches any particular character alone, single character alone means underscore you can use along with the like operator. And then percentage symbol is going to be used for finding or matching the substring. That is a group of characters which is forming a substring. Next is condition based on the pattern matches, that is like keyword is used to select the rows containing the columns that match a wildcard pattern. So example we will see here. To list the members which are in areas with pin codes starting with 13. So for that, select list of members. So first name, last name, city we are going to display. Some of the column names we are going to display. Based on what means the pin code should be starting with number 13. So starting with number 13. So it is forming a substring. So it is having more than one character. So we need to include this percentage symbol. So percentage symbol before we need to use the 13, number 13, because it is starting with. So starting number should be 13 and followed by any string can be appearing after 13. So from members table where pin. So pin code only we need to check. So pin like within single quotes 13% at the end semicolon. Next is same like keyword is going to be used to select rows containing columns that match a wildcard pattern. Second example, ending with y. So for that percentage y we need to use in order to match the whichever strings are ending with y, that is going to be displayed in case of this example. And next is searching for a null. Searching for null. The null value in a column, here G is missing, so searching for a null. The null value in a column can be searched for in a table using isNull in a var class. So we need to use under var class isNull operator or operator is going to be used here in order to search the null values. So relational operators like equal to, not equal to, this is called as not equal to, etc. can't be used with a null operator, with a null. So example, to list details of all the employees whose departments contain null, that is no value at all, empty value. Select, so null means it is not 0, null means it's a empty value or no value. So without value the cell will be there. So select EMP number, EMP name and job from EMP where department number is null. So wherever department number column now is having null value, if it is null, it will display the column names, that is employee number, employee name and job. So whoever values, that is department number is not null, that is not going to be displayed here. So non-null values in a table can be listed using is not null. So non-null values is going to be displayed using not null. So here instead of is null we will use is not null. Okay. So thank you for your patient listening. Thank you once again.